Hi everybody and welcome to our community event. I'm your guest Selena. I work on the PR team over at Prequel and I'm super excited to be moderating this session. Before we dive into this super exciting discussion and meet our fantastic guest, I'd like to share a few tidbits on how our community events are run for those who are joining for the first time. So we'll start with our discussion and on content creation with our guest Anthony. And then we'll move on to an open discussion with all of you. That's where you can ask all of your amazing questions that you've been thinking of throughout. One thing to say is that when you do ask questions, make sure that you tap on the little speech bubble with a question mark in it. That's where you can ask your questions and then it saves them all so that you don't have to share them later on, and it keeps them all together. So we just have 4 really short, really sweet, really simple rules. The first is be active. Feel free to ask questions in the chat during the main discussion. If it works out with the flow of conversation, then we'll 100% pick it up. But if not, and if it's in that question mark speech bubble, then we'll get to it later on. We'll definitely answer all the questions. Number 2 is please no spam in the comments. We've only got 1 hour with Anthony, so we really want to make sure that we use that time to really dive deep into this discussion. Number 3 is no inappropriate language, so no swear words or anything like that. We want to keep it clean. We're all here to learn. And the last one is share your opinion. We want to hear absolutely everything. So that's all the work out the way. Now we can really get into it. I'm really excited to get this show rolling, and I'm super excited to invite our special guest. If you give me a second, I'll just invite him. Inviting Anthony to join. It would be nice, everybody that's in here, if you can share it with a few people. Oh, Anthony, you're here. Hi.
Hi, guys.
Thank you for joining us.
You guys can see me?
Yeah, I can see you, can hear you. You look great. Thank you so much for joining us today. Really excited to talk about how you do your urban photography. But for those of you in the audience that maybe don't know you or aren't familiar with your vlogs, could you give yourself a little introduction?
Well, first foremost, I would like to thanks the prequelapp for inviting me to be one of their guests here. For those that don't know me, my name is Anthony, but I go as Kenneth Vlogs, and I'm a creative filmmaker based in New York City, and I love creating aesthetic and cinematic content.
Amazing, thank you. So our discussion today is actually quite detailed. We've got 5 different topics that we're going to explore. The first one is all about creative process. So my first question is, what inspired you to become a filmmaker and photographer, and how did you get started?
So first of all, like a lot of people don't know that I actually started filmmaking. I started creating like motivational content. So one of my first videos that I made years ago was about mental health, and I wanted to bring awareness about this issue because I had some friends going through this situation, and I used to go around New York City creating this content with motivational voiceovers. And I think like from that moment on, that's where like my love for like urban photography and making visual content like started.
That's amazing, because there's pieces of content that you see when you're like looking through Instagram or TikTok, or the things that can really pick you up in the day. And mental health is such a great topic for people to explore. So that's really incredible, the kind of content that you produce. Moving on to my next question. Can you walk us through your creative process from ideation to execution?
So like my videos are very like in the moment, so it's like very hard to try to orchestrate each of them. So I like to expose myself to the city and to different locations that look interesting. I like to see how can I make this place look more interesting, or take out details that probably are overlooked by people, and how can I make it in a way that it looks beautiful, you know? Because I feel like everybody seeing things consistently, like mundane things, like you kind of like take the beauty out of it. So it's cool to like try to take the beauty out of simple or ordinary things.
Yeah, like not taking for granted the beauty that's
Yes.
around you. Sort of. So.
Yes.
Amazing. Oh, I love that. I love that. Okay, so that's the end of topic one. Now moving on to topic two, which is content creation and social media. My first question is, you managed to take urban photography to the next creative level. To further an idea, how do you come up with content ideas via TikTok and other social media platforms?
So like I was speaking on before, my ideas just come from exposing myself around the city, around my environment. I know that a lot of you probably find it difficult, like a lot of creators that are probably watching me, how to find ideas. But I feel when you expose yourself even to your neighborhood or your backyard, you might, like I was saying, it might see something like ordinary, but you can challenge yourself to highlight things that you usually see. How can you make it look better or enhance it in a creative and appealing way? So I love challenging myself in different locations and saying like, how can I make this place look beautiful? So I feel like that's how my ideas start coming, and after a while, it just becomes normal to you.
Amazing. Yeah, that's incredible. Uh, Next up, how has social media impacted your career?
I see some of my followers joining in. Hi guys, thank you.
That's amazing. Support, live fed support. I love it.
Yeah.
So yeah, so how is social media, speaking about it right now, not whilst you're currently saying hello to your followers, how has social media really impacted your career?
Well, it has impacted like my life in a way, because I was never. I feel like I fell into this by accident. It was just something that I loved doing, and it just took off. It really changed the way that I interact with people online, like seeing how they show love for the art that I'm just posting is like very inspirational, and
Amazing.
it's changed my life and my career for the good.
But judging by some of the comments in there, it's not just your own life that it's been changing other people. So there's a lot of love in the comments there. And keep it coming, guys. If you have any opinions, then we for sure want to hear them. Really incredible and inspirational. So I'll move on to the next question, which is, what trends in content creation do you see emerging in the next few years?
To keep it simple, I feel like authenticity. In this age of social media, it's so easy to follow a trend and like lose yourself with other people's way of creating content. But I feel like in the upcoming years or months, what is really going to stand out is people who could tell a story in a unique way from their perspective.
Yeah, for sure. And that's something that we hear quite frequently when we have guests on, because it's so easy to be accidentally influenced by scrolling on TikTok. You think that you've come up with something that's authentic, but you might have accidentally regurgitated something. Do you have like any tips on how to prevent that? This is an added question I think. Sorry.
Yeah, the way I try to prevent this is um like I said, like trying to step away from the app for a few and trying to find your own voice with creating your own content. Like I feel there's different type of ways you can go, creating content. When you try different things and you find a way that works, you stick with that, right? And then you put your own twist to it in different ways. Like try not to get so attached to scrolling that it's gonna like subconsciously make you try to have other people's style. And I feel like that's how you find your own style, you know, consistently um, trying to find creative ways to um, to stand out in that specific style that you found.
Yeah, definitely. And like consistency is such a key word there because you can't consistently copy somebody else, but you can consistently be yourself.
Yes, and you're gonna have trial and error. You know, you're gonna like say, oh, this is not working, but like through your consistently like posting, you're gonna find your voice and your way. Because in the beginning, you know, it's easier to just copy somebody or someone's style, but after you keep on moving forward, you're gonna find your own style and voice to be different.
Definitely. That's really great advice. So we're on to topic three, which is New York City and urban landscape. So my first question in this topic is, how has living in New York City influenced your creative work?
Well, living in New York City, like I have a lot of friends that come here from different places, and they say as soon as they go outside, they feel the spark of creativity. This city is so diverse and have so many vibrant people. As soon as you go out, like I don't know, as soon as I go out, like I feel the energy of creativity. Like I want to create something, and I really find that in this environment and this city, which I love so much.
Well, you can tell that you love it so much. As soon as I said the words New York, your face, I saw the smile and everything.
Yeah,
You're smitten.
yeah. I was blushing. I was blushing.
Okay, so in New York City, where are some of your favorite locations and why?
To be honest, like I was thinking about this question. I feel like I don't have a specific like favorite spot because I found myself in different areas in New York City, and I find that I like the challenge of trying to create in locations um, something beautiful, you know. So I feel like I can say the Brooklyn Bridge, I can say Times Square, I can say like different type of places, but I like anywhere in New York City, trying to create something beautiful. Is just the inspiration for me and my goal.
Amazing, yeah. So like you don't even want to be tied down to specific locations either, do
Yes.
you? You want to be able to, like as you were saying before, you're trying to, you know, not take for granted the beauty in small things. So if you constantly look for beauty in a place, like, oh, let's go to Times Square and
Yes.
definitely kind of get something, then you're going to be disappointed when you
Hmm.
don't. But, you know, if you're seeing the beauty everywhere, then, you know, you're never going to
For
fail.
sure. Yeah.
I love it. Yeah, that's a great mindset to have. Okay, so what do you think is the most important thing to make urban photography content interesting on social media?
Um, I feel like the most important thing is finding your own unique style. Um, Trying not to uh, do like the same thing that everyone else is doing. Like finding a way that you can tell your own perspective differently through angles, through color grading, through composition. All of these things you learn, um, you know, being like we were saying, being persistent in your creation. So you're not gonna get all of these things like when you're starting off. Because I feel like people think like, wow, off the bat I have to be good at something. But I found that that frustration, you shouldn't utilize it in the beginning because you're gonna be bad at whatever you do. Starting, you're gonna be bad. Like I look at videos years ago, and I was like, wow, like I really improved. Um,
That's
and I
amazing.
feel, yeah,
Because they say practice makes perfect. So
yes,
I also think that maybe that's wrong because it's good practice that makes perfect. Because if you're doing it wrong from the first place, then you can't improve. But you have to, I guess, enjoy the ride.
Yeah, and you won't ever start if you have that idea in your head like I have to be perfect when I start. You'll never start. So the idea is of continuously doing what you love, and you're gonna get better at it eventually.
Amazing, yeah. And I guess like have you looked back at the stuff that you started off with and like how does it make you feel like when you first started?
To tell you the truth, like the stuff I started with was always good. No, no, I'm playing. No, no, no. Yeah, like some stuff, like I cringe a little bit. Like I'll be like, wow, why so many angles, or the coloring is a little bad. And then like I was saying, I was just thinking about it now. Like it's all a process. It's getting better with time, and I really feel like I'm at a place where I feel accomplished of the journey. It just took 100 extra videos, 300 extra videos, but just put in the work, and then you're gonna see you're gonna get better eventually.
Amazing. Yeah, that's great. Where was I? Here we go. Can you share any particularly memorable moments you've captured in the city?
Um, there is a particular video that I shot like around 3 years ago. Um, it has like a little story behind it that not a lot of people know. It's one of my videos. It's called Purple Rain. It's just a shot of me in the middle of the street, and it's pouring. I remember before I took this video, I went to go buy a burger late at night. It was like an editing snack, and it wasn't raining at all. It was clear skies, and I'm on the bike, on a city bike, going back to my apartment, and out of nowhere, it just starts pouring like crazy. Like I've never seen rain like that. And I was like, yo, let me record this. And I started recording it, and I didn't think nothing of it. I saved it to my phone, and like a weeks later, I posted it, and it just went viral.
Amazing.
And I thought it was really cool, like how out of something spontaneous, people actually see art in it.
Yeah, definitely. And it's not like overthought or overprocessed or overworked. Like you just captured a really amazing moment.
Yeah, I was like, wow, I was like, there's an audience for this type of niche, or this type of aesthetic. I just found it really intriguing and cool.
Yeah, that's amazing. Really awesome. Okay, so on to our next topic, night photography and Gothic imagery. So what draws you to night photography and Gothic imagery?
Well, so during the day in New York City, you guys know that it's very crazy, and I feel like my mind at times it gets too cluttered with so much things going on at once. And I don't know why at night, like I feel more relaxed and more creative. And especially when there's like less people in the street, as you guys see in my work, there's not many people in the street. And I don't know, I just feel like I have my creative juices flowing more at night in New York City. And that's where I came up with the Gothic imagery. Like the neighborhood I was in, I felt like it really gave that Gotham vibe at night. So I wanted to just to stick with that theme.
Oh, I love it. Yeah. I mean, you have your early birds and you have your night owls, and if you're creative at night, then you can roll with it, and you've managed to create an amazing niche
Yeah.
around it. So that's awesome. Okay, so how do you approach creating an atmosphere or mood in your work? Because that's not easy to accomplish.
Yeah, so it's a lot of things. It's the type of sound you use, it's the color you use, it's the composition. So like I was saying, all of this you're gonna get throughout time. The type of style that you like, or the type of style that represents your brand or your image or who you are. And I felt like I'm at a place where I already know the type of shots that I like. So I just implement these anywhere I go. So it could be kind of like a signature, you know, and also with coloring and stuff like that.
Amazing. And that's the end of topic 4. We're into our final round of questioning
But I went,
from me anyway, and then we'll move on to our amazing audience. So we've got morality and success in social media. Our first question is: how did your video of New York City snowstorm go viral, and what was your reaction to its success?
um, I felt I think it went viral because like it was like it hit like a lot of people's like emotions in a very, you know, cool way. And my reaction to it was like, I'm gonna quit my job. But no, when it went viral, like it's a really like weird feeling, like going viral. Like at first, like seeing the numbers go up, like you don't know what to do. But I really did I really did feel like appreciative, like wow, like people, you know, love my work, my art, and it's really a great feeling. But I feel like it went viral because there was already a niche of people that like that type of aesthetic content, and the algorithm just picked up, and I guess I got lucky. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't think that luck has anything to do about it. I know. I've heard a lot of people say that their success was down to luck, but it can't just be that. Like you made an amazing piece of content and people picked up on that, and then people have since fallen in love with your energy within that niche that you've
Yeah,
created. So I think that you're giving luck too much credit here.
no, yeah, like I knew it wasn't luck when it started happening multiple times. I was like, okay,
So when there's consistency.
yeah, I was like, okay, there's something here. Something's happening here. Like,
Amazing.
yeah.
Okay, so why do you think people like your content?
I think a lot of people like my content because it's very like relaxing. It's very it's easy like to pull out some emotions, and everybody can interpret my videos in their own way. Like there's not a voiceover, or I'm not saying something, you know. A lot of people are in their own way, like interpreting my videos, like in an emotional way too. Like that's what I like, because when I create my content, I have like some type of emotional like attachment to it or feeling, and I like how my videos can transmit that to the audience, and they can interpret it in their own way.
Amazing, yeah. It's not, it's like it's you putting your emotion out there, but it's other people like either absorbing that or even relating to it as well. It's like raw in its own way, which is amazing.
For sure.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So, what is your proudest moment or achievement as a content creator?
I don't have like one proudest moment. I think I have like many. Just seeing like the amount of support that I've gotten from the followers and the people that like my work, like seeing a milestone of 1,000 followers, 5,000, 10,000, 100. I was like, wow, like there's people that are supporting my art, and I felt like that was a very proud moment, a lot of proud moments in my career, and hopefully continue to grow as well.
Amazing. Yeah, I was going to say, it must be hard to just pick one moment there. There must be, you must feel proud at so many stages. So amazing. This is the last question from me, and then we'll move on to our audience. And anybody that has been asking questions in the audience, in the comments, just kindly put it in the question, the speech bubble with a question mark, and we'll get on to them in just 1 second. But I have one last question. What advice would you give to others hoping to achieve success on social media?
Um, the advice I would give is be patient, be consistent, and try to find your own authentic voice and or style. I just wanted to retrace a little bit on the last question the previous question you asked me about my proudest moments.
Yeah.
One of them was like seeing how the followers used to write to me, how they used to feel very grateful about the videos, and how it got them through tough times. So that was like very like one of my proudest moments, like seeing people, me helping them go through a tough time through my videos. And I think that keeps me like motivated to keep on creating more content as well.
That's amazing how it's like a circle. Like you're putting out the motivational content, and then you're motivated
Yeah.
by the followers from the content you create. It's like an infinite cycle
Yes.
of
And I'm
motivation.
not even saying nothing. That's the cool part.
It's amazing. Yeah, I know. That's really cool. I like it.
Yeah.
So it's for everybody's mental health.
For sure.
Okay, well that's it from me. So so Instagram has updated since the last time I've done with these, so hopefully all the questions are here. Fingers crossed.
Okay.
Okay, so we have a question. Nothing's in English, I'm afraid. Unfortunately, I don't speak French, so if you could ask the questions in English, that would be great.
I speak a little French.
You speak a little French?
No, I don't.
Oh, petit peu.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. What username would you recommend for somebody who is in the creative industry? Because the username is quite important. That's what people are going to be looking at a lot of the time.
That's actually a very like difficult question. I know a lot of people struggle with that. Like, that's a tough one, because it can literally be anything, you know. So there's not like a specific. I don't know. Maybe like a nickname that you have. Try to see how you could make it sound cool or cooler.
Yeah.
You know, and just
it's a hard question.
Yeah.
Because there's so many variables to add into that, like what's your niche, you know, who's your audience, like who are you? Are you looking a person into it? Are you even in it, or is it just the outside world? There's a lot to it.
And then you got to use an underscore or number.
Mm-hmm.
Like someone else has 15, you got to try 16.
Yeah, that's a hard question.
Yeah.
Okay, for a creator's point of view, what type of content would they use to enhance the image?
Can you repeat that again?
Yeah, that's for a creator's point of view, what type of content would they use to enhance their image? Oh, so you know, what kind of content would be good for advertising yourself, I guess.
I would say like finding what is it that you like doing, like what type of hobby do you like, and try to see if that works for you on social media, like putting your own unique twist to a hobby or something that you like, one of your interests. You could try multiple of them and see which one works best for you on social media.
Yeah, definitely. Like how you were saying right at the beginning, it's about being unique but being consistent.
Yes. Yeah, the thing is just trying different things until you find that one thing that pops, you know?
Yeah. And we've got here, why Gotham for your own filter?
Why Gotham? So like I felt like I already had the theme of Gotham in my videos, so I think it was a no-brainer just to utilize a Gotham filter, which hit over 1 million impressions.
Amazing.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah. So like when you think of Gotham, like which director are you thinking? Is this a Nolan series of Gotham City? Because that's what I think when I see a content.
Yeah, I could see that, a little Christopher Nolan in there.
So
so this one's, I know you probably aren't going to think this because this is your app, but it's using prequel cheating. I've used it a bunch before and I love it, but I'm always so scared to share and I don't know why.
Well, I guess it's just a tool that you use to edit.
It's not exactly cheating. So sorry, Anthony. This one I think is more directed at prequel, and it's something that that you can use. And there are different ways of using the app that you can make it very individual and creative to yourself. But it definitely isn't cheating. It's just a way to be able to help you find your own niche and your own way of getting your content out there.
Yeah, and the cool thing too I like about the app is that you have the presets, but you can also customize it. So you're not specifically just using what the app is offering. You could tweak it into your own style. So
yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
there's tons of stuff on there.
Yeah.
See, we've got loads of questions here, and guys, keep on asking them. We've got plenty of time. We've still got half an hour.
Yeah.
Can you
Save
this live once you start? Yeah.
We'll share this, and then you can share it on your own live story.
Somebody's asked why you so gorgeous. That one's to you, Anthony.
Thank you. I am single, ladies. I am single.
Okay, so I'm not sure if people,
because I've gone through all the questions now. Don't forget, guys, that if you've been putting them in the comments, there's a little speech bubble at the bottom. It's new to me. It's new to you guys as well, I'm sure. If you've asked a question before, get it in that speech bubble now. I've got somebody from the prequel team sending me some questions that maybe I have missed.
So in the meantime, we've got some more coming up already. That's great. But in the meantime, Anthony, like, do you have anything that you like to say to your fans? Because there are so many fans in there.
I've been reading the comments and trying not to get too distracted, but there's a lot of love in there.
Yeah, no. Thank you guys, man, for showing up and showing that I actually have supporters here, people that love my work. It's a different thing just to say it than to actually show up. So I really appreciate you guys showing up here, showing love.
Yeah, it's amazing to have so many supporters as well.
Yeah, for sure.
So guys, keep those questions coming in. But in the meantime, when you were creating your niche, Anthony, you said that there were like a couple of stages where you were looking through and you had to improve. Like from the get-go, did you settle on this like kind of gothic style, or like how many attempts did it take you to really find yourself?
I think it really took me like a year or 2 years in, because I've been posting like consistently since 2020, like since the pandemic, and I've been nonstop just posting, figuring it out. And until like maybe 2 years into my content creation, I found that that's the style that I wanted to continue doing. So like as we were saying before, patience, it takes time.
Yeah, it's not something that you can click your fingers and be like, oh, I'm this now.
Yeah.
You've got to
create like a foundation and build up.
Or even just saying like, wow, I like that other person's style. Like straight off the bat, I'm gonna do his style. Like sometimes that's not the route you want to take. You want to try to find your own style.
Yeah, definitely. You don't really
copy and paste of somebody else, because you see it all the time. Like you'll be clicking through TikTok or Instagram, and you'll see about 5 people's take on the same videos. Or not even take; they'll just be the 5 exact same thing.
So, well, for you get your inspiration from
walking around New York City and finding beauty in like that every day. Is that something that you picked up quickly, or is that something that you've built over time? Is that alongside the 2 years,
finding that beauty in the small things?
Just quickly, because I always loved exploring the city, and during 2020 we were on lockdown, so I felt like you know, that's when my career started. The streets were empty, and it was just a really dope experience of capturing the city not at its natural state, like completely the opposite. And that's where I.
What's a crazy time? Like,
when else in the daytime are you going to have New York City with no people in it?
Yes. So, you know, I took advantage of that time, and, you know, and I recorded some dope content that actually, you know, that I loved. It wasn't simply like, oh, I want to do this to get X amount of followers, or I want to do this to be famous. I just did it because I loved it, you know, I enjoyed it, and until now, like, I still love doing it, and I feel like,
that's amazing.
yeah, that's the beauty in, you know, in creating.
Yeah, definitely. I remember because it was
The same here during COVID, like in London,
on Christmas, like over Christmas, it's just like a ghost town, and it was a really almost sinister kind of experience to see it like that.
Yeah,
and you did you, and you found the beauty in it, which is great.
yeah, and during that time, there was like a lot of marches going on in New York City, a lot of protests, and I remember just recording from a rooftop, people marching down the street and uploading that to TikTok, and that went viral as well. And I was like, that's cool.
That's crazy. That's
Yeah,
absolutely crazy.
a lot of interesting stuff. It was interesting times.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and hopefully one that we'll never have to live through again.
Yes, no more lockdowns, please.
Although the best thing about it is
remote working, because I couldn't live without my home office anymore.
Yeah.
so, guys, any more questions?
Any more questions? Because we are going to be running out of time. We've only got 20 minutes left. So if you've just joined, we're talking about how to really, you know, hone in your niche as a content creator. So if you've got any questions on, please find out. I'm ready to answer them right now.
So I've got a few more questions. I could ask you questions all day long.
I'm here.
Well,
I'm here.
when you were
like finding your niche, what difficulties do you have? Because you've got to try so many things to be like, okay, this worked, this didn't work.
how do you know
What's right and what's wrong? Like, what are the difficulties in that?
So it really is trying different things. So a lot of people don't know I started my page doing comedy.
Really?
Yes.
Different.
A lot of those videos are archived, so don't try to go find them. During the pandemic, me and my little brother, we did a lot of comedy videos just for fun. You know, everyone was home and trying to figure out this app, TikTok, that came out. And one of my videos actually hit. It was like a relatable video. It went semi-viral, like 30,000, 40,000 followers. But I kept on doing it, and I felt like that wasn't something that I wanted to, you know, keep on doing. So that's why I kept on trying different things. And when I fell into aesthetic videos in New York City, that's something that I really loved. So that's why, you know, I'm telling the creators, like, keep on trying different things until you find that right thing. Like, if you just focus on one thing and you give up on that, you don't know if it was the next thing that you like, if that was the thing that's gonna pop off for you, or, you know, do very well for you. So just try different things, and, you know, give it a try and be patient.
Well, that's really inspiring because
you obviously are doing something right, because that's 3 different styles that you, like, one semi-viral at 30,000 comedy, and then recording off the rooftops during COVID went viral, and then your current state of the gothic imagery and everything that has gone incredibly viral. So I mean, I think that you found something. You definitely got a way of connecting with people that they enjoy.
For sure.
So yeah, I'm really sorry, because sometimes it's hard to post something and you might have fallen in love with it, but the world hasn't. Like, is that something that you've experienced as well?
Oh yeah, yes. I like this topic because like I speak to a lot of people or creators and they say that I'm scared to post. I'm scared to post. Like you need to get over that hurdle and just post your content. Like sometimes I feel like we create this false narrative in our head, like it's whack or it's not good or people are gonna make fun of me. But like in the beginning, your stuff is gonna not be that great. So you gotta pass that period, that little time period. Might as well just start, posting. You're gonna find that moment where your content is gonna be great. Your content is gonna be, at a level that you want to. But it's gonna take that little time period of posting things that are not that great. So the thing is just to start,
Get it out of
you know.
the way.
Yeah.
Like anybody out there, anybody in the audience, anybody that's going to be watching, just listen to those words, get it out of the way. If you're going to start now because you need to get the cringy bit out the way.
Yeah, no, and I feel like I'm numb to that already. Like I literally do not even think when I post because like I said, I posted over already 500, 600 videos. Like it's automatic to me. Like as long as I know that the video is good for me and like what I created, I like it brought joy to me. Like who cares about that random underscore 300 person that says this sucks,
Yeah, absolutely. And it should be what you love at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Going back to before when you were viral 2 times prior, but that wasn't maybe something that you 100% love. Now you found something that you love and you're viral. So you've got to keep on going and find something that you enjoy. Some people might not, but that's okay.
Yeah, and the just the beauty of that and like the feeling of like a massive amount of people actually like your stuff, and it's not content that is forced. Like you genuinely love it. Like it's an amazing feeling.
I bet it is. Yeah. So, describe to me the situation when you looked at your phone and you realized that you'd gone viral for the first time. Like, and I know you went over like how did you feel, but when you first saw your phone and you first got the notifications, or it was like thousands of likes, like what was running through your mind?
Yeah, so I called my boss, right? And I said, yo, I'm viral on this app. I don't think I'm coming in tomorrow. Not I wish, man. Like no, like I don't know. I don't know like how I was feeling when my first video went viral. Like I showed it to my family. We had a group chat. I showed it to them. Like they were really excited for me and happy. And I was just scared because once you go viral, it's like what do I do next? Like how do I top yeah, how do I top my viral video? And I had a lot of that going on too, like struggling with that. But the way that
because you don't want to be a one-hit wonder. You want to be able to consistently, not for yourself, but you want people to enjoy your content.
Yeah, and that's what we were talking about before. Like, am I lucky? Like, did I just get lucky with the algorithm? Then I posted, you know, several videos after I posted something other similar to the one that went viral. Like, I was scared. I didn't want to post the same thing or the same type of thing of what my last video went viral for, because I feel like a lot of people, once they go viral, they immediately think they have to change the type of content they post. Why not continue doing that one thing that went viral? Why steer a different direction if that thing that went viral worked?
Yeah, absolutely. That would be like if Lady Gaga brought out a grime album or something like that. Everybody would be like, carry on.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. No, and you notice the difference. When you try to do something different, like you don't get the same type of reaction from your following. Like they're like, no, like stay in your lane. You could potentially do something else in a unique or in your own unique way, but never stop doing that one thing that put you on.
Yeah, because that's what people fell in love with.
Yeah.
In the first place. Yeah.
Okay, that's really good advice. Once you find your niche, don't abandon it.
Yes. Don't try looking for other niches.
Yeah. So,
the kid out vlog. So when somebody was asking about, you know, what kind of username would you have? What's the story of your username? Like, how did you bring it together?
Um, the kid and vlogs. I really like the style of vlogging. So I've always wanted to be a vlogger, which hopefully in the near future I start posting more vlogs. And I don't know, I feel like a kid, so I just shortened my name Ant, and I put Kid Ant and added vlogs at the end. So I don't know. I felt like it was a cool name.
I
The
think
the thing with you, yeah, the thing with usernames is like you want to keep it short and simple.
yeah, that's
Like you don't want to
true
have.
because you don't want it to cut off your name
At any point.
Yeah, for sure.
Cool. I like it. Yeah, and I definitely
Relate to that as well because growing up just seems very boring.
Yeah.
All about the Peter Pan life. Okay, so guys, we only got 15 minutes left. If you've asked any questions in the comments, if not, then I'm going to continue talking to you. I hope you don't mind.
Yeah. I see. Let me see if I see some questions here. I see some in Spanish. Um, someone said in Spanish they want Prequel to sponsor them.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, in that case, if you
Contact our media team and we'll have a look. It's media@prequelapp.com. Send them a message and we'll see what we can do.
so you speak Spanish.
Yes, I do. I do. I'm bilingual. I'm fluent in Spanish. So
Amazing.
I'm not afraid to answer some questions in Spanish here if you want me to.
Yeah, absolutely. Go for it if you like.
Oh, we got a lot of people joining. We got 60 people.
So hey guys, if you've just joined, if you've got a question that you'd like to ask about turning down your niche with content creation, then feel free to ask it now. Little speech bubble with a question mark in there. If you can post a question there, then we can talk about it.
Trying to see if I see anything.
And we got some more people joining. If you'd like to ask a question, then feel free to ask. If not, then in the meantime, I'll ask another one.
What would be, and it's hard because it's not a single moment, what would be your hardest moments and your easiest moments in your career as a content creator so far?
My hardest moments was almost like about a year ago. I got into an accident and I couldn't create for like a couple of months. I think that was one of my hardest moments. Good thing that I had a lot of content on my phone that I could recycle. But I think that was one of my hardest moments in my career, like not having the ability to create. Um, the easiest moments. I don't think I have an easy moment now. Easiest moments, like, can you define that? Like,
Well, I guess maybe the best moments that you've had so far.
the best moments is just like being able to like actually meet followers in real life or supporters in real life.
Oh
Like,
wow.
yeah, at events. Like, so like I'm a faceless creator, so people don't know me as much. sometimes at events, I tell people what I do and I tell them my page, and they tell me, "Wow, I follow you." Um, it's just super random, but they say, "Oh, I go to sleep watching your videos," and I feel like that's very interesting, like how you could just potentially talk to someone and don't know if they're following you. It's just
Yeah,
cool.
amazing.
And
Yeah.
actually meet them in real life.
Yeah, because that's not something that content creators get to do so often as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've got a couple that were posted in the comments before that the prequel team have picked up. Somebody called Diamonds has asked, what other things inspire you to create besides the city?
Besides what?
Besides New York City.
What other things inspire me? Besides New York City, what can I say? Uh, um, I, I think, yeah, I think I spoke on this about when people tell me that my videos got them through a tough time. Um, that's always like very inspirational for me to continue doing that type of content, because I know it's affecting someone in a positive way, and I'm just not aimlessly throwing content. It's actually affecting a majority of people that are going through difficult times. And I feel like if my video could help you a little bit, make you feel better through whatever you're going through, that's very inspirational for me.
Yeah, for sure. The content has real value.
Yeah.
It's amazing. And then we have another one from the same person has asked, oh wait, no, that's the same question. Sorry.
Okay, I can answer it again. Don't worry.
Yeah, so basically your content, the content that you create, not only does it help yourself by being inspired by the people that you inspire, but it's really helped people through tough times. And it's been really evident that we've seen in the comments today, there's been a lot of love for you. And you help a lot of people. Like you've been talking about how you've hone onto a niche, but is that something that you thought was going to happen, or is it something that you fell into? Like, did you realize that you would be helping people the way that you do?
I didn't at all. Like, I really, like I said, I really was just trying different things, and yeah, I did like it, that type of content, but I think that was just a plus to find out the way that affects the viewer or the person watching the video. So that just made it like 100 times better for me. Like, I was like, it's something positive. Why not continue doing it?
Yeah, really. And I think that just adds to your authenticity. Like, it wasn't like a calculated plan. You just happened
Yes.
to make something that was helping people, especially during a hard time with COVID. So it really is quite inspiring. And I think that's a really good message to end on. So, guys, thank you very much for your questions. Anthony, thank you so much for your time today. I had a lot of fun chatting to you. I've learned a lot. And I think I'm going to go away and try and find some beauty in the small things.
No, thank you so much. You've been an awesome interviewer. You're awesome. Thank you.
And yeah, thank you very much. Have a nice day in New York City. And I'm looking forward to seeing more content from you.
You too. Thank you. We'll keep in touch.
Absolutely.
Bye, guys.
Take care. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.